Yeah, how's it going, guys? It's Rich Unicorn Caller here, and we are back. We are testing the Shadow Pip rating again because they tweaked it again as of November 5th. This is their new test run build. So, yeah, here we go. I have the same exact Shadow build as last time, with the base being 90 and then is at 154. The only thing that's changed is my pet, which pet doesn't really matter. You can use whatever pet you want. Now, what I noticed, at least from Google and the wiki, there's not really any pet shadow rating talent. They have an arc mastery talent, they have a pip talent, even pip conservation, or whatever you call it. But yeah, there's not really like a shadow rating, so that might be an idea for the devs. Though I'm not sure how much shadow rating they're suggesting for the players to have. I pretty much have it on like 5 pieces of gear, I think. And I think my shadow rating is high. So, yeah. So, we're going to test it out first on the Lost Soul. Now, previously, in the previous video, I've seen that one. We know that the enemies have a little bit of influence on your shadow rating. So, yeah, let's check this out. So, Lost Soul, the shadow meter is at 39%. Okay. We're at 39%. That's a little bit of an increase from when we last did this. I think previously it was at like 25% or 30%. So let's see what it is now. So now it's at 74%. Okay, interesting. Are we going to potentially get this round 3? And this is against the Lost Soul, assuming that the Lost Soul has no shadow rating whatsoever. Oh no, we didn't. We're at 99%. Oh wow. So we're still gonna get it round 4. I'm curious if I bumped it up just a little bit. I wonder if I would get it round 3. So round 4, I got the shadow, and now we're at a reset gauge of 0%. So now let's see how much or how long it takes to get that second one. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. So right now, this is basically the start of a new round. So that's will be round 1, I guess. And now we're at 31%. Okay. So I'm going to assume that we're probably going to get this around round 4 or 5. So we're still only getting shadow pips around that area threshold. Now, as you guys know it... Oh, wait. So that went from 31% to 75%, like round 2. Oh, interesting. So round 3 is probably going to be like 99% again. Or we might get our second shadow pip. Yeah, we got our second shadow pip. So we're getting it a lot faster is what I'm noticing. Previously, it was at like 5 to like 6 rounds or whatever. No, it's 5 rounds, I think. Or 4. There's Shadow Trickster with the little melee attack. Love it. Love it. Pretty cool stuff. Alright. And then I think it did the damage because we didn't meet that condition, so it still will take some damage off of you, but that's fine. Okay, so I am curious though, what happens if we bumped it up a little bit? So let's just say I want to go with Stalker, and then I wanted to go with the other Stalker over here. Yeah, that's up by like 2. And then we're not going to change the wand or the Athame. We'll keep it the same for the rest of these. So now it's going to be at 158. So let's see if that really makes a difference. It probably won't. So we'll see what's our percent at round 1. So round 1 is at 26%. Okay. So now it's going lower. So again, it's still kind of in that line where it's a little bit predictable, but at the same time, it's not going to be consistent. So now it's at 71%, and I would imagine on round 3 it's going to be in the 90s. So yeah, I honestly don't think you really need to focus on like the shadow rating talent whatsoever. So yeah, we got round 3, so it really did make a difference. So we got the Shadow Pip round 3. That's nice. Okay. And then let's see how long it takes to get that whatchamacallit, that secondary one. So that was round 3, and we just boosted it up by just a couple. I am curious to see what it's gonna look like against the Devourer. So round 1 is at 28%. Okay. 28. He's gonna hit me with an Ice Beetle. So now round 2 it is gonna be 52. Okay. I don't know if we're gonna get round 3. Maybe round 4? I would be surprised if we get round 3. If we do though, I might have to go with this set. Nope. Close. It's close. 97%. So round 4 is when we'll get that other Shadow Pip. Now, like I said, we're up against a Lost Soul. Once we go up into the Devourer fight, that's where it's really gonna matter. So round 4, we get all our Shadow Pips. Okay, cool stuff. Oops, I just used the wrong thing. Oopsies. That's fine. So we're pretty much, it's getting a little bit faster. That's what I noticed. It's getting slightly a bit faster. And like I said, I don't really care. Just as long as players are getting Shadow Pips, you know, I'm completely on board with whatever they want to do. Now, one thing I can't test because I don't have anybody to play with is what the Shadow rating is going to mean to your teammates. I have not tested that yet. I am really hoping, and fingers crossed, that the Shadow rating does not influence your allies' Shadow rating. It's kind of the same way. Oh god, I took a lot of damage from all that. Took a lot of damage from those Shadow packs. Oh my goodness. Because when Arc Mastery first came out, it was influenced by your teammates, and so one person would get the School Pip, and the other people would have to wait like an extra round, and it was like really bad. But now they changed that to where it scales to like the enemy. So now if the enemy has higher Arc Mastery, they're going to get that pep for you. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to go to the Devourer, and we're going to test that out. Now we are at 158. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. Oh yeah, let's check out Celestial Path B. They said they revised it. I don't know what they really did with it. I mean, it still looks the same to me, so. I don't really know what they did there. Alright, let's go to the Devourer. I left a marker there, so we don't have to run all the way during the video. So we'll go in here, and most likely the Devourer just has a crazy amount of Shadow rating. I think it will definitely depend on where you're at, what enemy or boss you're fighting, and you know, just what your stats look like. For the most part, though, I think you should be fine. You shouldn't have to use, like, Shadow Pip rating, like, jewels or anything like that. So, yeah. Alright, let's go into here. Let's do it. Let me do a little cantrip. Flex. Oh, I didn't cast. Okay, so, oh, 16%. So, yeah, the Devourer. Does it show me the Devourer's Shadow rating? I could have sworn I just saw the thing. It doesn't show me his rating. Nah, it doesn't show me their rating. But I'm at 16% right now as of round 1. So yeah. I'm pretty sure you cannot like outshad some of the bosses in the game. I think you're just meant to take it like a man and just hope you get your Shadow Pip. And at least this also kind of confirms that, okay, you know, it is going to depend on who you are fighting. But like I said, I don't know how that's going to affect your teammates. Hopefully not. But the only thing I'm noticing different is that we're getting it a lot faster a little bit. So now this will be technically round 2 now that we've been spit out. And then let's see the percent now. 37%. And look, the Devourer already got his Shadow Pip. Interesting. I'll move my big fat head so you can see his bar. He already got it. So, yeah. There will definitely be bosses where they will get the Shadow Pip first. And look, he's already using it. Look at him. And he got the crit. Oh man, is this gonna hurt? Isn't gonna hurt. Oh boy. This might sting just a little bit. This might sting just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Ouchies. Honestly, I might just do a triple upload today. Because I have the patch note video. And then I have the, whatchamacallit. Yeah, I got the patch note video. What else? The Portal Apparel video that I did. And then I have this video. But yeah, concerning Shadow Pips, again, I'm not really going to be a huge stickler for it. I mean, it's just, oops. My monitor just turned off. There we go. Like I said, as long as I still get my Shadow Pips, I'm okay. Oh my gosh, I'm only at 56%. Ah! It's like round 3, I think. Woo! I'm definitely not gonna get it. I think I might still get it like round 6? Or round 5? Maybe not round 6, but maybe round 5. Oh my goodness. That's crazy how he gets that Shadow Pip so quick. That's crazy. It's definitely going to be a battle of attrition. Whoever can have the higher Shad rating. I kind of wish the devs would say like exactly what they're specifically tweaking, because I think if I knew the details, I think I would kind of better understand like what exactly to look for and what exactly to test. Like, we know that we're testing the Shadow Pips, but we don't necessarily know about the factors that go into getting the Shadow Pips, because for years Shadow Pips have been really, really inconsistent, and they still are. It's still kind of like one of those things where it's like a mystery. We're still kind of discovering new things and trying to figure out just how Shadow Pips work and exactly what your stats should look like if you were someone that, I guess, wanted to get Shadow Pips. I mean, I'm telling you right now, if you wanted to get Shadow Pips for this fight, you will have to wait. I think after this update, I probably would not recommend you use any form of like Shadow Hit. I mean, you can still use Shadow Hits, but I wouldn't rely on them too much, because like I said, I mean, man, the Devourer just has a lot of Shad rating. He just has a lot, man. And that's gonna damage the Devourer. I don't know, so he didn't really do that glitch thing. I think he only does it if the pact is on him, I think. I think that's when he starts like going crazy. Alright, we're still waiting, and we left off on, I believe, on round 3. So next round, or the following round when we get split out, is going to be the start of round 4, and then we can see our percent. It also might help, especially for this fight specifically, to go for a Shad type of, kind of a Shad set. Because that way, if the Devourer is not getting Shadow Pips, he can't use any of those nasty spells. See, he just got another Shadow Pip. And what? We're at 71%. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Yeah, we're definitely going to get it like round... Ah man, it's going to be close at round 5. It's going to be like up at 90%. Yeah, I definitely will have to... run a lot more Shadow. And like the second he gets it, he'll just instantly use it. Oh, critical. Now, is this the one that gives, like, traps and stuff? Oh, no, that's shadow version. Ah, that's a shadow version. Oh, I'm taking some damage. I don't want to get killed. So that was round 4, so now we're going into round 5. Yeah, it's gonna be really close at round 5. I don't know if we're getting it, though. We might have to take it to round 6. And if that's the case, then I just feel bad for some of my teammates, because some players don't have, like, a lot of shadow rating. And we also don't know if the shadow rating stat is going to influence other people, so... Yeah, this is round 5. No, it's in 94. So round 6 is when we're going to get it. Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, if it takes me up to 6 rounds to get it, I'm going to be honest with some of y'all. And I'm just saying that for this fight only, it might be different when Darkmoor comes out. Like, you know, the bosses and the mobs might have different type of shadow ratings, but if this was gonna be like this, oh boy. Like, you won't be getting your shadow pip for a long time. So that's when the donate shadow spell might actually come in handy. I think that spell as a support player will definitely like be useful, because the whole time in Test Realm I wasn't using it because a lot of people just kept getting the shadow pips so quickly. So now that they're doing this change, that might bring some more utility factor for the donate shadow spell. So now we get the shadow pip finally. I was gonna say like how long it would take for it to get to the whatchamacallit, to get the second one. But honestly, I think I might be dead by then. I might actually be cooked. I'll pass. No, they're not passing. They're gonna hit me. Don't hit me! Oh no. I don't think we survive in chat. Oh yeah, also pet maycasts don't work in this battle. For some reason, it's weird. Like sometimes it'll work and then other times it just will be silent. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I'm dead. I am dead. I'm pretty sure the dark surge that I used. Oh no, I didn't use it, but I'm still gonna be dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, I blocked it. Can I live this? Oh my god, I lived it. Oh my god. What's gonna be my percent for the second one? 23%? Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Alright. So that was at 158. So now let's take the shadow rating up to 200%. Cause that's pretty much like the highest I could possibly go. I don't think I can bring it up any higher. Alright, so let me re-equip the... Wait, where was it just at? Oh, where was it just at? I think it would also be cool if they just added more shadow rating to more of the gear sets, because some of the gear sets don't actually have like a shadow rating stat. So that's another reason I think a lot of people might be a little bit on the fence about it. Oh wait, we already got the stalker hat. Okay, so we really gotta change the robe to the spooky. And then we already got the boots, the wand. We gotta go for our triangle wand if we really wanted to like push it, you know. I wonder, is there a triangle wand? I mean, wait, no, this triangle wand already has shadow rating. This has a plus 23%, and then we have the plus 10% jewel, and then we got that one, and then we got the amulet. Where is the amulet? Where is it? Triangle, here it is. For this one, triangle. Where is it? There it is. Pet doesn't matter. Wait, actually, it does matter. Why have I got this pet? Alright, whatever. Mount doesn't matter. Deck does matter. We'll put this at shadow. Alright, so now the shadow rating is at 211. Awesome. Alright, so let's try it out. We got some heals. And of course, we're going to put in some shadow magic. Yeah. I wish there was like a shadow heal or something like that. No, Wings of Fate does not count. No. I hate using that spell. Alright, let's try this again. And this will be the last test, by the way, because I'm bored. I'm bored again. Because I don't really specifically know what we're testing. I mean, we're just testing on if we can kind of outshad the Devourer, which I'm probably... I mean, at this point, this boss, he probably got like 3,000 shadow rating. Like, I don't think you're really meant to outshad him. Let's see. Alright, I'm at 30%. Okay. Alright. I'm at 30%. That's not too bad. That's a little bit of an improvement. Though I'm still certain that the boss will get the Shadow Pip first. And I'm still certain that it probably might take us up to like either round 5 or even 6 just to get that first Shadow Pip. So round 1, we're at 30%. So increasing your Shadow rating does at least, I guess, somewhat help out a little bit. But if you don't really care about Shadow Magic that much, then, you know, I don't think it would really be worth investing in. Because you might be sacrificing a lot of stuff like damage or outgoing or, you know, specifically whatever build that caters to you, you'll probably have to sacrifice a few stats. Alright, so, oh wow, dude, we're like neck and neck. I think he's gonna get it first. Dude, we're like neck and neck. I'm at 61%. He's probably a little bit higher than me. It would also be cool to see, like, what the shadow rating is for that specific boss or enemy. Like, when you hover your mouse cursor over their, like, names. So, dude, oh man, this is close. How much did I say we were at? Like 61, 60? So we're going up by like 30, so 70, 80, 90. So round 3 is gonna be like 90 something. I think, honestly, I think that me and the Devourer might get the Shadow Pip at the same time. Oh my god, we might get the Shadow Pip at the same time. Oh wait, it's at 78%. Oh man. Oh man. Yo, I'm out here duking it out with the Devourer, man. This is crazy. Oh, man, he's using Shadow Lulu? So, wait, we're at round 3. Will we get round 4? Will we get it round 4? Oh, man. If we get it round 4, I think, wait, what if me and the boss get it at the same time? That'd be crazy. There's like no way. There's no way. I got a lot of traps on me though. I gotta get rid of these traps. Man, they stay me putting traps on me. God dang. Here come Grendel Amends. My favorite. Yeah, I had to sacrifice a lot of outgoing to get this much shadow rating, so I probably wouldn't run it. But if I'm going up against this boss, then I don't know. But I don't even think you even need that much shadow rating. Hey, that still did a good amount of healing. He's gonna eat me again. Rah. Hey, at least he got rid of all the traps. So we said we were on round 3, so round 4. Da, 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 da. Oh, he got like round 5. Da, 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 da. Now let's see what we get at round 4. Will we get it? Will we get it? Oh, we got it. Awesome. Alright. So let's see how much it takes to get to the second one. So this would be the start of like round 0 or whatever. Okay, so I mean, but we gotta sacrifice a lot though. Like, we gotta get rid of a lot of stats. So yeah, I don't know. And I'm only testing out this boss. We don't really know the shadow rating of the bosses and mobs, especially for Darkmoor. So I don't really necessarily know if it's really worth it. I mean, I think it's just one of those things where you just kind of ignore it. And just, you know, just wait it out. Just wait until you get your Shadow Pip. I know a lot of people are going to miss like round 1 Cthulhu's because, you know, sometimes you would get your Shadow Pip on like round 1. But, you know, with these recent test run builds, they're trying to make it a little bit more less like inconsistent in a sense. They're trying to make it a little bit more predictable or a little bit more consistent so that you kind of already know like where you're at. Like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get a Shadow Pip at this point if I have a certain amount of shadow rating. So right now I am at 28%. Okay, I think I pretty much get the idea of it, but like I said, I don't think it's really worth. I honestly really don't think it's worth investing. Honestly. Like, I don't know. Honestly, just like doing these tests, it kind of makes me want to shatter these shadow rating jewels. Because quite honestly, I can just wait for the Shadow Pip. I really don't think it's necessary. And there might, I mean, if you're an attack player, you might want to invest a little bit more into it so that you're, you know, trying to get it as fast as you can. But I don't know. I don't think it's really like something that's a need, you know? And I'm not going to say they're missing their mark with shadow rating. I think that this is one of the things where they might have to potentially rework it a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, yeah, now my shadow gauge is at 46%. So I'm probably going to get this like at round 4 or 5. But I had to sacrifice a lot of stats just to even get to that point. And I don't know if that's just because the Devourer is outshadowing me, but if I'm going for a hypothetical type of take, then I don't think it's going to be worth it just because I'm going to be up against a lot of enemies that are probably going to be outshadowing me in the first place. So yeah, that was at 6-9. Oh, I wish it was at 6-7. That would have been so funny. That would have been funny, remember that 6-7. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit of a slippery slope. Like, I think Shadow Pips are good and all, but I don't know. I don't think it's worth sacrificing a lot of stats for. And this is only for standard. I mean, Shadow Pips, you don't even use in advanced combat. At least from my rating experiences. Don't really even use Shadow Pips at all. And again, it just comes to that line where a lot of things can be inconsistent. So, I don't know. Here, I'll show my face again. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, you know, it's like, okay, like, we're getting it a little bit faster, but not really. And that's just up against a Lost Soul. But now we're going up against a Devourer, and, you know, we're all the way up in the 200s. Right? Like, and that boss is pretty much at that same level. So, I don't know. We pretty much got the Shadow Pip at the same round. He just ate me up. But, yeah, I don't know, man. And then I got my Shadow Pip again. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if it's worth it. At least from a healing standpoint. I don't know. Like, what's my outgoing? Yeah, my outgoing's at 155. I had to just... Yeah, no. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm still going to use the Spooky Carnival suit just because the Kiss of Death spell is really cool. But I don't know, man. Like, it just seems like I would have to tank in a lot. I don't think it's worth it, man. I mean, wait, that's with that. Where's my Dark Woman's Dagger? I'm going to 164. I want to at least try and get to like 200%. Nah, there's not going to be any ring that I have that has a triangle socket. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a pet talent would help out, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it this time. I will say that. I'm not really feeling it this time. I just think at the end of the day, like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know. We're at, I mean, that's a lot of shadow rating, man. I mean, I don't think it's worth it. Unless they kind of rework the system a little bit, but I don't know, man. I don't think it's worth it. I mean, by all means, if you want to, go for it, but like, for this amulet, do I really need that plus 10% shadow rating? Like, is that really going to make much of a difference? Like, I kind of want either more outgoing or another square socket, which I probably want another square socket. Like this. Now I have more outgoing. But again, it's like... And then you kind of go to like... I'd rather... How about this? I'll say this. I'd rather get more outgoing than shadow rating. Because I know that eventually I will get my shadow pip. It will just probably take a while. But... I don't know. Honestly, at least from a healing perspective, and at least from my perspective of building my gear, I don't think it's worth it. Because you already get the shadow rating from your gear, right? And so you're already at a certain base. But man, I really don't think you need it, man. I really don't. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Maybe they have to upgrade the jewels or make a pet talent. I have no idea, but I don't think it's worth going into. I don't know. Because the problem is, if you invest in it, in the shadow rating skill tree or, the stat, then you're going to have to sacrifice a lot of your other stats. And that's where the compromise comes in. So, it's kind of like, I'm a little bit of a iffy on it. I don't know. I honestly don't think it's worth it. I think you should be fine regardless. But that's going to wrap it up for that shadow testing video. Let me know what you guys think about shadow pips. And another thing I mentioned in the previous videos that it would have been cool to have like an upgrade to our shadow gauge, especially an update that's, kind of surrounding the shadow school and stuff like that. I think that was definitely a missed like marketing opportunity. I think that would have been cool to have like 3 shadow pips. That would have been cool, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not rocking with it. I'm not rocking with it this time. We'll see what they do next time they fiddle with the shadow pips, but I'm just not really noticing like anything crazy. And we also don't know if this is going to influence your partners or, your teammates' shadow rating or when they get a shadow pip as well. But even then, it's just like one of those things where I rather myself have a lower shad rating than my teammates. If it does influence your teammates, then I rather have a lower shad rating than have higher, because the only thing I'm going to do with my shadow pip is just donate that shadow pip to someone else. So, yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's a weird. Shadow pips are very weird in this game. I feel like I'm just yapping, but let me know what you guys think about shadow pips. I would love to know your thoughts. But until then, I will see you guys later. Peace out.